Namaskar dear students, welcome you to our channel Bio by Gulab Sir. As a part of series of lectures, today's topic is amphibians. As you are aware about amphibians that they live in water as well as on land. This is very commonly is being heard or said by each other. So now today we are supposed to understand about major general characteristics which supposed to be learned on 11th class level. So has to start that first point that they have gills to respire in water in tadpole stage and skin to respire in water in adult stage. It is what written there. As well as on the land they use pulmonary respiration. So they have lungs to respire, and that is very important. Second point, that hind limbs, their hind limbs, backside limbs are very longer than forelimbs to jump. That is called whooping movement. So they whoop, so they take long jump to either to save from their predator or to have the prey. Third point, that body has head and trunk, no tail. Tail has in tadpole stage. This is as a general. Eyes with eyelids, they can close the eyes. As fish, they don't have eyelids. They could not or they cannot close their eyes. But frog can close eyes. That is very important. Moreover, frog evolved with snout to have that nostrils. In that snout, it is very clearly visible. No doubt, all vertebrates, they have cranium. That is a general characteristic of vertebrate. But having clear snout with that nostril is very important. Moreover, they have tympanic membrane directly exposed outside. They don't have external pinna. But having tympanic membrane exposed outside is another characteristic feature of amphibians. So it's very important. So here written here, digestive system, the excretory system and human reproductive system, they have common excrete or common door to excrete. So they excrete through, or they have common opening called cloaca. So common opening cloaca is very important. That is the first time observed in the evolutionary history. The digestive system, excretory system and reproductive system, all they open into the cloaca, so as to reach the sperm, ovum or digestive waste as well as urine. So they have kidney, pair of kidney, it is metanephric. There are three types of kidneys: protonephric, metanephric, mesonephric and metanephric. So please remember, and that is very important. They are cold-blooded, that means their body temperature change with the change in the environmental temperature. To cope up with that, to have the constant body temperature, they have to aestivate or hibernate. Yes, all the amphibians, they aestivate or hibernate, and that is required to maintain their body temperature. Therefore, only during rainy season they appear on the land. And you would have seen frog, as soon as rain start or 2-3 raining is there, later frogs start coming on the land, and you would have heard draw, and that is what sign of presence of frogs during the rainy season. They are oviparous. Before that, one more point to be clear, they are cold-blooded with 3-chamber heart. They have 2 auricles and ventricles. They have sinus venosus to collect the blood, deoxygenated blood, that pour into the right auricle, and pure blood from lungs is poured into the left auricle. Both blood, when auricle contract, pure and impure, oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, these 2 bloods get poured into the ventricle. So commonly that oxygenated and deoxygenated blood come into the ventricle where it gets mixed, and this mixed blood is pumped to all parts of the body through conus arteriosus. So I have drawn this diagram to have the best understanding what is mixed blood, what type of mixed blood, why it get mixed, where it get mixed, and why it is said that frog heart pump mixed blood, as fish heart pump deoxygenated blood. Therefore fish heart is known as venous heart, and that remember please, what is venous heart can be asked in NEET for fishes. But here, frog heart pump mixed blood because it is 3-chamber, that there is no partition in ventricle. I hope you got it. Moreover, very important, frog never drink the water. That is also please remember, although it is not mentioned here. They drink water through skin, not through mouth. That is you please remember. Cranial nerves, that they have 10 pairs of cranial nerves, as we have 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Reptile, birds and mammals, they have 10 pairs of cranial nerves. Reptile, birds and mammals, they are called amniote because in their embryo stage they have chorion, allantois and amnion. But in frog they don't have chorion, allantois or amnion. Therefore they are not amnion. That is also the difference between other vertebrate. other higher vertebrate and frog or amphibians, and therefore I referred it. Although it is not mentioned here that frog are amniot or not amniot, but question can be asked, one of the following is not a amniot. In that case, you must know that reptiles, birds and mammals, they are amniot and frog is not. In that sequence, frog has 10 pairs of cranial nerves and reptile, birds and mammals has 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Why I am saying this? Because simply knowing general characteristics, simply explaining or learning general characteristics, you are not going to qualify the NEET. So we have to have compare study in time. If I am not saying this thing in time right now, and later you prepare for NEET somewhere else by referring question, that want to be the knowledge, that may be the information, and that may you forget. But when it becomes the knowledge, you will not forget. Therefore, I am saying here. So you got it now. They have 10 pairs of cranial nerves. That cranial nerves means what? Those nerves arises from the brain. Other nerves, spinal nerves, and these two nerves, cranial and spinal nerves, are peripheral nerves. So I hope you got it very correctly, that how frog is differentiated from reptile, birds and mammals. Moreover, this is a cold-blooded with 3-chamber pump mixed blood, and this characteristic can be asked with statement. One of the following is right or wrong statement. For that also you can prepare. I hope what I was supposed to guide you. Okay, here these are the examples. Among that, this tree frog is very important. Is a flying frog. Can be asked along with fish, flying fish. Just now, before this video, we learned about Exochetus. Is a flying fish. So flying frog, flying fish, and flying lizard, which we are going to learn in reptile. Flying lizard, that is called Draco. Flying frog is called Hyla, and flying fish is called Exochetus. So these three together, please remember: flying, 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 flying fish, flying frog, flying lizard. So I hope you got the message. What exactly I wanted to concentrate with you. So here you can see these are some of the examples. Salamander. This is Ichthyopus. This has no limbs, as all amphibians. They are called tetrapod because they have 4 limbs and hind limbs. Already we have discussed that hind limbs are longer than 4 limbs. Hind limbs has 4 digits, 4 limbs has 5 digits. 5, that too, they have webbed feet for swimming. That is also important. Here, this is called Hyla, is a tree frog that jump from one tree to another tree. And just now I have been compared this Hyla along with Exochetus and Draco. Exochetus is a flying fish, Draco is a flying lizard, and frog is this Hyla is a flying frog. I hope you got it. These are the examples, and you can refer from NEET or NET as well as from this video given to you. And moreover, as always, we refer this diagram that frogs are triploblastic coelobate, and therefore frog has all the system in well developed and well managed way, so that they have efficiency to carry out their metabolism. I hope you got all the characteristics, as it is very easy. With that diagram you can remember that characteristic belong to the amphibians. Moreover, if you have any question, you can ask in comment section. Also like and share our channel. If you are new, please subscribe it. Happy learning.